I think we need to remove the terminology or that concept of balance. You're never going to have balance, get rid of it. Nobody that was going to achieve great stuff is going to have a balanced life because you have to sacrifice in order to get where you want to get. It's just knowing where your purposes are and allocating that time and not feeling that guilt because you know that you're just doing your best with both and there's a bigger picture there.
We're going to say a massive thank you to Moody, who are the sponsor of our podcast. If you are wanting to look after your gut health, then you need to get amongst Moody. You can get their pre and probiotic sodas at supermarkets in New Zealand. They are very, very low in sugar. They are high in fiber. They are scientifically formulated. And if you want to invest in your gut health, this is the easiest way to put it into your routine. I was at my mum's 70th on the weekend, and I've told you before how my mother-in-law is a full convert to the Moody hot chocolate. My mum's now all about the pre and probiotic sodas. So I'm telling you, once you pop, you can't stop with Moody, because now mum is wanting to get the hot chocolate and she's going to get the probiotic powder and all this sort of stuff. So check it out for yourself, moodyblends.com. Edna, welcome to the podcast. I'm so excited about this because I think the first time I came across you is when I watched Boss Babes. And then I was working with Chris Parker, the comedian, last year, and he kept talking about you and how amazing you were. And then I don't know if it was because Chris kept saying your name, but you started infiltrating my TikTok algorithm with ed&i, and then now I'm like obsessed with you. You're amazing. So thank you so much for being here.
Oh God, it's exciting. Thanks for having me. I love Chris, by the way. He is a vibe.
Oh my God, he is so great. It's really strange though. Like, I feel like I've done this for like 20 years and I shouldn't get like starstruck by people, but I was working on a New Zealand trip and I saw that you were going to be on the trip and I was like, oh my God, I'm going to meet Edna today. And I was so nervous, but you were just so down to earth and lovely and friendly. And do you find that a lot that people feel intimidated?
Oh, all the time. My whole entire life, girls don't want to be friends with me because they're like intimidated or something. And then there's all these assumptions about me, but I'm so chill. I'm actually quite an introvert. I think there's this new thing where it's like an extrovert, introvert, where like, I actually love just being in my house and being a complete hermit. Like that's how I recharge my batteries. I used to be way more confident before kids, but I've lost like a lot of confidence. Like I don't like to go out a lot. I get anxiety. So I think there's a misconception, but I'm always friendly on my socials. So I don't know why people are be like scared to chat. So this is me. You get what you're given with me. There's no like barriers or anything.
Yeah. What do you think it is like post having kids that has given you this heightened anxiety and low confidence?
I honestly don't. Oh, look, I think there's probably a cocktail of factors. I can't say like there's one thing, but I feel like prior to baby, you know who you are. You got your rhythm. I don't know. It's like you just know who you are. And then you get pregnant and you have a baby and your body completely changes. Your control over your life is completely not dictated by you anymore. It's like you've got a baby now and it's like you lose complete autonomy of who you are as a woman. And then you can't help but obviously compare as well. And then you pop in there as well the fact that you're getting older, like aging. And it's so hard to like always, I guess, also stay relevant too. Like it's really hard because I'm a millennial. I'm going into my late 30s. Like, it's like, how do you always stay cool and relevant? You just lose that confidence. But in a good way, you also find like a new version of you. Like I am very content now with who I am. Like I don't get FOMO if there's parties going on anymore. Like I love a burger on a Friday night with my family. And I'm like, this is just who I am now. And I love it. Yeah.
Oh, I love that too. And like you can see that, I think, when I watch you on social media, and I feel like such a creep saying that, but I had the exact same thing. Like when I was working at The Edge, they were going for people that were, more in their 20s than like millennial age at that time. And I'd walk in with my ankle socks on and all my like young cool workmates be like, oh, Sharyn, you can't wear ankle socks anymore. You've got to wear crew socks. I'm like, oh my God, but I've got so many ankle socks.
I love ankle socks. But clearly we're millennials and that's just how it is. But you're never going to convince me otherwise. We're just old and uncool.
This makes me feel so much better. We've got the ankle sock cosign from Edna, so let's do this. Yes. But you have this really unique way of doing your marketing but it doesn't feel like marketing. Like every product that you sell on ed&i, like you show people how to use it. You're very vulnerable with it, and you're very active at listening. Like there was a product that was leaking, so you like changed the way the lid worked and things like that. How do you come up with these ideas? Like even like your promo where you were sending people to like sending someone to Paris, and people
fun.
around work were all like, did I get it? Did I get it? But how do you keep coming up with these ideas? Because you have this incredible community.
Yeah, I think firstly, we are predominantly community, and you'll see that a lot in what we do, and the events that we have are all around our community. The two-way communication in which you're talking about, it's not really marketing for me. It is purely having a very transparent ethos here at ed&i, where it's the community. Like we're not a business, we're not a brand until a customer agrees that you are not a business anymore, you are a brand. I believe like a customer determines when you become a brand. So it's important for us to have a really sticky community with a two-way communication, but also people don't relate to businesses, people relate to people. So I do step in, and yes, it's my passion, yes, it's my business, and I'm the founder, but I am the person that people can relate to and ask questions to and talk to. So that's just what I do. And in essence, yes, that's a form of marketing, but it's organic, natural marketing where I'm not telling you to buy something or using multiple various products every week. It's like I try and educate around the bigger picture of what a product is, down to the mechanics and the technology behind why it works and how it works. So I think there's like layers there, and there's just beliefs there, and I think that just all formulates to who ed&i is as a brand at the end of the day, and we're very community centric.
Well, I have never seen anything like it before. Like when I bought like your body scrub, body oil, moisturizer, and
the 3-step body care routine.
By the way. Oh, it's a game changer, especially like because I've had 2 kids and I've got like bad scar tissue, like where I've had like 2 C-sections, one that goes like up my abdomen and then one that, like your normal one. And so like using that oil,
you should use some vitamin A
every day on that. Yeah. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That is a good tip.
Yeah. So use our nightcap, because vitamin A is a cell turnover. So if you're going to use like a vitamin A on a scar, it helps renew the skin and helps. So just a little note.
That is a great tip. No, I actually, my husband uses nightcap, and he's like 6 years older than me, and he is glowing. It's
my
amazing.
Botox in a tube.
Yes, because that's the thing. Like, because I had a couple of questions that I wanted to ask you, but now you've brought it up. So you don't have any Botox at all? Like your face is like. As soon as you came on the chat today, I was like, wow.
No, I've definitely had. You can't say I've never had Botox. Absolutely not. But after baby, like obviously I couldn't have Botox during baby, and I lathered with Skin Coat, and I did a big thing on TikTok about that, around Botox in a bottle, because I could not have Botox, and I've really had I think I've had Botox once since baby. And remember, Botox doesn't last long. I think it lasts like, honestly, like I've got a fast metabolism, so it's like 3 months. So you can't say that this is, it really is like, when it comes to skincare, it's very holistic. Yes, I believe topical is probably only 5%. It's like the cherry on top. It's around what you eat, supplements you take, your lifestyle in general, stress, your environment, and so forth. Like you have to look at glowing skin very holistically, and not like one particular thing like a moisturizer is going to give you that glowing skin. Like it's just not going to give you that.
Oh, because I think the greatest advertisement that you have is like your face. Like your face is unreal.
I try.
Like as soon as you came on today,
from a few bits and pieces.
As soon as you came on today, I was like, holy shit, she's so like your face is beautiful.
Thank you.
But I remember the first time, like, so when I bought like the 3-step like body care routine, I got an email and it's like, hey babe, like blah, 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 like telling me how to use the products and stuff like this. And I was like, oh, that is so nice. She has sent me and then as I got halfway through, I was like, oh no, I thought that you had genuinely
I actually have written all of them.
We've got it.
I actually genuinely have.
Yeah, I could tell that you've written them, but I was like, she like sits there and writes every single, that's what it felt like. I was like, oh, it's so personal. And like how you use your actual customers in your advertising. It's so clever. I love it. But it is like a really like beautiful way. But like, how do you even come up with a skincare product? Because, people always say, oh, it's like trying this and trying that. And like, do you go into the lab, or like, how do you do
I
it?
was actually there this morning with my formulator working on 2026 and 2027 products. That's how far out we formulate and plan next year. I'm so excited. But anyway, how does it start? Ed&i has developed how I've developed and how I've had personal needs. And then as the business has grown and as the community's grown, there's been obviously that back and forward of like, hey, I'd love for you to create this, or I've gotten older and I'm like, shit, I need a vitamin A now. Like, I'm not young anymore. Like, so it's always been like back to basics and what's really needed. I will never, ever come out with a product if I don't personally use it or personally need it. I'm still at the core of the business, that the engine and the machine, right? Yes, there's a two-way communication with the community, but I'm still there. I test everything. I formulate everything with the skin scientists. I have to fully be committed to it before anything goes out, and I actually have to use it every single day. But the products itself, it's always back to basics. Like, you've got your scrub, your cleanser, your vitamin C, your vitamin A. Like, there's no like a out there product that you're like, what is that? Most of these products is what people really do need in their skincare routine every single day. We've just come along and gone, okay, how do we make it better? And how do we communicate it with our team? Like the vitamin A, the nightcap was a prime example, right? I wanted to create a anti-aging ointment with a technology in it that has not been done anywhere else in the world. So we use a technology called novaretin along with HPR, which is a vitamin A derivative. But novaretin inhibits that enzyme in our skin that kills vitamin A. Now, it's all normal. We have enzymes in our skin, and this particular enzyme called C7, CY, blah, whatever it's called, that regulates our vitamin A. But as we get older, we'd like that enzyme to fuck off. But it's there. And so what we need to do is just inhibit it and stop it from doing so. So that's why I love Nightcap, because of the technology in it. So I'm not recreating the wheel, but I'm making the wheel smoother and better, if that makes sense.
Yeah, it does. That's so cool. I've seen you like achieve so many different things within your career. Like, how do you balance all of this? So like literally going to the lab, you're doing interviews, you're doing everything as a founder of a company, and then you're balancing motherhood as well. And I know a lot of people are like, no one ever asks a dad how they're balancing fatherhood, but I would ask, but like, how are you balancing that all? Because I see on your Instagram all the time, people are like, when are you having another baby? When are you having another baby? And it's like, oh my God, like I've only got a small human at the moment. Like, I'm trying to figure it out.
I've just barely healed my C-section scar. Like, give me a break. No, people are very inquisitive, and I'm like, I love that. It's part of your community, right? Sometimes they ask stuff that you're just like, I would never ask anybody that, but that's just the reality of being on social media, and you just take it with a grain of salt. So how do I balance it? I don't, look, if you are a business owner, or if you are somebody with a greater purpose in life and you want to achieve great things, I think we need to remove the terminology or that concept of balance. You're never going to have balance. Get rid of it. Nobody that was going to achieve great stuff is going to have a balanced life, because you have to sacrifice in order to get where you want to get. So it's about compromising and just going, like for me, I'm like, fuck, I'm probably going to have a lot of mum guilt. I actually don't have a lot of mum guilt, because I've allocated, like I've gone, okay, I have this business. It was my first baby. It gives me purpose. There's no way I'm going to give that up. But I also want to be a mum. There's obviously no way I'm going to give that up. And I love being a mum. So it's just dedicating, right, these are the times that I give Ed&i. That's my Ed&i time, and I work on it, and I don't get distracted from it. These are my times with baby, and I give baby all my time, and that's all I do. And sometimes I sacrifice baby time if there's like a massive project, like we've got a big pop-up at the end of November, and I'm going to be working 7 days straight, and I know that's coming up, but I'll sacrifice other stuff at work in the future and spend a lot of time with baby. Like over Christmas, I'm switching off completely. Yeah. I'm spending time with baby. It's just knowing that you just know where like your purposes are. That's even a word. And allocating that time and not feeling that guilt, because you know that you're just doing your best with both, and there's like a bigger picture there. And I do have a nanny, but the nanny only works when I work. And then when I finish working, the nanny stops working and I become a mum. So the nanny works from 9 till 4, Monday to Thursday. That's only nanny time I have. And that's pretty normal working hours. So I clock off at 4 and I become a mum. That's me. Everything gets turned off. That's my baby time. And I love it. And then obviously the weekends we've got together as well. And then Friday is my full time with baby as well. Like I want a whole day as well where I can just connect with baby. So I actually don't have a lot of hours. And as mums, and I'm sure you know, we can achieve a lot when you tell me you have X amount of hours, make it happen. And then all of a sudden it's some days I forget to pee. And I'm like, I just didn't have time. Like I just needed to do this, you know?
Yeah. It's so funny you say that because I went to go for a wee before this interview and someone had come in to go for a wee as well. It was honestly the heaviest, longest wee I've ever heard in my life. And while I was sitting there, I was like, it's a mum right there.
Yes.
It's a mum right there that has got to go to pick up and has held it as long as possible.
100%. I even tell my girls when we were in the office, I'm like, I hate when I need to pee because I'm like, it's wasting my time. Like, why do I need to pee? You're wasting my time.
Yes. Yes. Oh my God. It's so annoying.
Yeah.
It's like, give me a catheter for work hours so I can just get everything done. Oh, it's so frustrating. Also, it's like crazy too, because when my kids were younger, we had a nanny for the overlap of work and they would work the same hours, like 9 till 3, 9 till 4. But it's so strange. Like my husband never had to justify the fact we had a nanny, but if I ever had to be like, oh, she used to nanny for us, but like not like all the time, and you felt like you had to justify why you had a nanny.
Why though?
And it's just a thing that I know, and that's the thing. And dads like never have to feel that, but I'd always be like, oh, she used to nanny for us, or she's our babysitter now.
No, but the thing is, it's like,
feel
it's not a nanny, it's daycare. Like, what's the difference?
Exactly.
I mean, a nanny might
That's a really good point.
Like, I hate when people are like, oh, she's got a nanny. It's like, oh, cool. So do you go to daycare? How dare you? How dare you go to daycare? It's so weird. Like, yeah, a nanny costs a little bit more, but I'm not in there the nanny's not with me 5 days a week. It's less days. It actually equates the same. And the good thing is I don't have all the bugs, you know, I don't have time to be sick, honey. So I was like, a nanny is the way to go.
Oh, honestly, the sickness is wild. Like my first child, he never really got too seriously sick, but because my youngest was a preemie, he gets sick. His immunity is terrible. We've had more gastro since he's been born than the whole 8 years that we've had Tyson. It's nuts. But there was something else that I love about you, and I don't want to go too deep into it because I'm not trying to be like all gotcha or whatever, but you get asked all the time, obviously, about your co-star on Boss Babes, and you guys used to be really good friends and you're not really friends now, but you did an Instagram story about this and talking about adult friendships. And we've done episodes on adult friendships before and how they do change as you get older. So I was just wondering if you could share that point of view as well, because I think it's like the way you put it was really, really beautiful.
Look, there's nothing wrong. I think it's probably what I would say growth with adult friendships. You always say like start a business, have a baby, and you'll know who your friends are, right? There's a lot of times where in your younger years you realize friends were really only there for the good time. And then you start adulting and friends fall off. Priorities change. You grow. That's so normal. And that was sort of just like the case for us. I mean, I'm not going to go into all the detail, but
yeah.
Things just don't align anymore. Ethics don't align. Morals don't align. And it's okay to go, you know what, this relationship does not serve me anymore. And I also think like when you become a mum or when you're older and you're super busy, there's only so many units of energy in the day. And you've really got to think who and what deserves your energy. And does that other energy give you the same respect in return? And that's all I'm looking for as you get older and stuff. My time is precious and you've got to deserve my time. And that's the same as the person with me, you know?
Yeah.
You know, like, why not? It's like we are only on this earth for a very, very short amount of time. You don't know when the last breath is for you. So why am I going to spend my time with people or activities or situations that I simply just don't align with? And that's sort of where I am. I've got very firm boundaries. I've got boundaries with my own family, like what I will and I won't accept. And I have no drama in my life. Like I want a very chill life. And that's all I want because my life is very fast paced with the business. So when I'm not there, I want to relax. I want to have good people around me. I want to have like positive energy only. And we had a great time. So to go back to your question, it's like we had a really great time. Yeah. We've got a history there that I'll never be able to have with anybody else. You know, we did some really cool shit. Like you tell me who you do a reality TV show with and like have some great experiences with. So that was great. But you just outgrow. and things change. And that's so fine. I think people need to realize it's not about how many, it's about quality. And like,
Yes.
that is everything. Like, I'd be okay just with one friend if that was what it takes, you know? But I don't just have one friend. But you know what I mean? Like, it's just, I promise I don't just have one. Nelly.
She's got more than one friend, guys.
Nelly, no mates over here. So you know what I mean, eh? It's just you've just got to really respect your time as well and energy.
God, you're wise. Like, have you done like a ton of therapy or something? Like, why are you so wise? Everything you said. Oh, did you? No, because I'm like sitting here, like, you keep saying things. I'm like, fucking preach it, sister. Like, you're amazing. Like, just like your little one-liners. I'm like, yes. Like, you better fucking deserve my time. You are absolutely amazing, Edna. I really, really appreciate your time. And it's really funny. Now, since doing this podcast, there's been a couple of times where mid-interview that I've realised that I've just been gaping at the camera, just in awe of what the person is saying. And I'm like, with my mouth hanging open, and I had that moment about 3 times during this chat.
You.
But I really, really appreciate it. But one last thing I have to ask you about, though, is that you've just taken this like brave new stepping into like the makeup game. So you're not only in skincare, but you're doing makeup as well now.
Wow.
Yes, because it's like amazing, because you've always had like amazing lip liner, like using your pencil and stuff like that. So how did we get here, and is there going to be more?
Yeah, a little bit. I feel like holistically, I call them trimmings. So I'm never going to go into the world of concealer or foundation or anything like that. We're not a makeup brand. But I feel skincare these days, the more we've got this most beautiful, active performance skincare like ed&i is, a lot of times I've got more and more women like not really wearing makeup anymore, or they just got a bit of a skin tint, you know, but they still want to put a little bit of blush on, a little bit of a lip liner, just to put the trimmings on there, just to accentuate your features. And I was like, that is ed&i to a T. Like, we're all about skin confidence. So what can we do? Like, I had an OMG cute lip gloss, right? But I was always reaching for my MAC Whirl liner. And I was like, fuck, why would I do this? Like, why ed&i should have their own like little trimmings that we can, you know, formulate and make better. You know, we take something, we always make it better.
Yes.
So it's not that we're going to be going full storm into color cosmetics, but we'll definitely be leaning into more the trimmings, I would like to call. Yeah.
I love that. That's such a good description, because I'm like that. Like, it was funny. I was talking to the boys who work behind the scenes, who give absolutely zero shits about this chat that I was having with them. But because I'm now wearing makeup twice a week during the week to do the podcast, and usually I would have no makeup on, my skin's like flaring up, because what you're talking about there, like the trimmings, that's my normal vibe of like when I'm not doing this podcast. I'm like, it's either no makeup or I've just got like a lip liner on, or I've done my brows or something. Yeah, like just the basics. Yeah. So that's really cool that you're leaning into that. I love that. And if anyone wants to check out ed&i, I've got the link in the show notes for you. But Edna, thank you so much for your time.
Fun.
You were absolutely brilliant.
Thanks so much.
I could honestly speak to you for like hours.
Next time I do over a wine off mic.
Yes. Oh, I am so keen. Oh, thank you so much for your time.
All right. Thanks, babe. I'll talk to you soon.
A Little Bit Extra is brought to you by Moody. If you're a terrible sleeper, like your old mate Sharyn over here, you need to try the Moody hot chocolate or milk chocolate. This is like a magical potion of magnesium and reishi mushrooms and ashwagandha, my favorite herb, all mixed together in this like delicious hot chocolate. And the hot chocolate's got this unreal like cacao taste in it. And you drink that before bed and it will like knock you out to sleep in a great way, and you wake up feeling so refreshed. So if you're having trouble with sleeping, if you're also someone that gets quite anxious, it's really good for stress management as well, then try the Moody hot chocolate or milk chocolate. It's absolutely beautiful. You can find it on moodyblends.com.